Hi, this is Daniel from YSL Studios, and I will quickly be showing you the latest update on the game. A quick view of the demo, and that I will be bringing out in a minute. Well, it'll be free. And just a quick explanation of what's going to be happening in the future and sort of the goals. Right, starting off with the main menu. Actually, starting off, we can do the latest thing, which is the newest patching system, which we've just added into this new version. It's going to be released hopefully later this morning. It's 2 in the morning, so I'm half asleep. Basically, it's just going to now automatically check, so small patches will be able to be easily put in rather than have to go through Desura or hundreds of other little bug fixes and stuff. I need them to wait 3-4 days. Right. So yeah, this is the main menu. There's a button here to hide and show this because this is Unity GUI, not NGY. Controls a button just to check it. Settings, so it's the settings and you can change it. The only slider here that works is music volume, which does work, but it does for all sounds at the moment. But I'm going to change that later on once I have some coders to convert this. Let's log in. Here we go. I fixed the database issue. Looked like it was redirecting to the wrong place, so that's not work. It should work now. We've still got the issue of the AI and your player falling through the world sometimes, but that seems to be from the actual AI pathfinding itself being spazzy or something. The minimap's needing to be shrunk, but I'll do that later tonight. Or this morning, or whatever it's called all the time. But it's now a sort of 3D one, so you can... Not 3D, it renders it rather than showing it, because at the moment the actual camera tool is not working for doing normal AI. There's no new sort of monsters or anything. I mean, there is these deer, but I can't remember if you can attack them or not. I'll just check 1 minute. Sometimes there is a bug where when you attack and there is no target, it damages you. But again, I think that's part of the whole AI problem or something, but... looks like these can't be damaged at the moment, so I'll have to try and look into that. Yeah. These will attack you. The swimming's been stuck in this level anyway, it's been put on hold for now. Just because I have to fiddle around with the settings a bit. But I have added some fish to this area, which will run away from the player when you get too close. These don't do anything, they're not part of collectible or anything, they're just there to make it nicer looking for now. Like this fish, I'll get close to it and it will run. They do have a habit of going through the terrain though, but that's just because they haven't got their colliders and everything done right. So that will be fixed once I can hire a programmer. This is the new cooking area for now. This person sells grain and eggs, which you can turn into flour and cake inside. This is going to be a temporary field for now because I don't have a wheat model or a field area set up. So you can just collect them from here. Unfortunately it's too far away from now, but we'll get that later. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, there's a couple of bugs with certain items not like dropping and everything, but that's just most of the collider problems, and they will be fixed in literally seconds, so I'll work on that later. If I fall, that's because of that AI problem that I mentioned. Currently there's no new areas to explore, and I'll just quickly tell you a bit about what I'm planning for the future. In the near future I'm hoping to add a new housing system and farming system as part of the base mechanics. That's going to be sort of the first priority in terms of like what to add to make the game sort of closer to my end goal. Although I know it still needs a lot more content in terms of enemies to fight, items to craft, etc. That's kind of it. Wait, I'm also trying to find like investors and stuff, because if I can raise, I think it's about 100,000, it would mean I can do full in-house stuff with like modelers, animators, you know, to everything sort of thing, and do them for a few months to a year, which means I can get a lot done for this game, such as a lot more content, more scripts to run, and more features added. We can polish off some of the features we've got already, such as the crafting system and the player creation system. I'll be able to get the new character creation linked in with this, so you can make your characters any size, shape, or whatever. From like, if you've watched my other video, which I'll also have a link in the description to, or put a pop-up one here, you'll see that you can modify any part of their body, like their arms, their legs, their face, or whatever. And I'll also have Unity's animation system in there, so I'll be able to have one set of animations for every single person, so I won't have to worry about, is this animation with the male and the female the same name or something, because at the moment it only has one name you can call it for jump or climb or whatever. And next thing to talk about is I'm gonna release a demo of this game. It is just purely, it's gonna be free, but it's gonna be the very basics. You'll still have the 3 quests here, which is basically, well, the first one of that anyway, which is kill 2 skeletons. I think, yeah, it was 2 skeletons, collect an item for the guy, and talk to a person. The basic chest quests that I've done for everything. There'll also be a basic shop, and which it's a basic magic shop there, so there won't be arrows and stuff. And in the demo version, it does seem to be buggy as a lot of things, which is meaning the AI isn't attacking back, they just wander around. The attacks you do seem to like attack yourself, and the ranged ones don't seem to shoot the projectile and stuff. Again, I'm not sure what's causing it, I'll have to look into it, but it's still there. And you couple basic with the resources to do some of the basic weapon crafting of the blacksmith. So what this thing is, yeah. Yeah, that's about it for the demo. I'll just cut to it to quickly show you a quick run round of it, but other than that, that's kind of all I really wanted to say. 1 minute, I'll just cut out. Okay, I'm back, and here's the quick thing of it. Right, and just create a new player, because at the moment I've set it up so it just automatically goes to the demo scene rather than the main game. I'll change that back later. So as you can see, it's just a barren area. You got the quest things, a couple of teleporters to show the teleporting system, a couple of rocks to collect ores, a couple of trees to collect wood, anvil to craft stuff, contain some weeds to collect herbs to potions and stuff, or container that's got some random items in it. It's water you can swim on, although there is a small issue with the water where you end up being about 2-3 meters ahead of where you're supposed to be. So that will be fixed soon. I know what the problem is, it's just setting it up. right. You can climb ladders like you can in the main game, although there is no ladders in the main game at the moment. And as you can see, these ones are just sort of brain dead clones that just wander around. Even if I went and attacked them, this is the attack. It sometimes works and you don't hurt yourself. Other times you attack and it works. And then there's sometimes where it just bugs the hell out. So it's more sort of lucky guess as it says. There's no sort of tie night, it's just a really basic form of it. And if you enjoy the demo, it'd be great if you could buy it on Desura. And if you're watching this on Greenlight, there'll be a link to the Desura thing where you can play it and where you can sort of buy it and everything, where it's at now. If you're watching it on Desura, there'll be a link to the Greenlight page where you can vote yes if you like it, or if you've already bought it and like it, it's there. And if it's YouTube, I'll put a link to both the pages, as well as I'll link to all the other videos and stuff. Yeah, these are just some basic enemies that I'm going to implement later, but their AI is, they're using the stuff that Unity Pro needs. So, like the, what's it called? The Unity pathfinding stuff, and I don't have Pro, so that uses, so it gets rid of, like, their, player sensor, as it were. So, to them, I'm invisible. So, right now, the AI just wanders around and does nothing. This can be fixed quite easily by getting Unity Pro, but for that I'm going to need either investors to give me some cash, or get about 200-300 sales on Desura within the next month, because they pay me once every month, and only if I reach a certain amount of money. So I think I get about £6 a sale at the moment, so that means I need about 200 sales to get enough clocked up, as it were, to get the first paycheck. And then I can use that money towards buying Unity Pro. Once Unity Pro is bought, I can then start working on freelancers or hiring people for doing scripts, adding content and stuff like that. One of the next things I'm trying to add in is the housing and farming system, if I haven't already said, and it also possibly a flight simulator thing, so you can go flying around the world in an actual plane and everything. Yeah, that's about it. Thanks for listening. Leave comments in the forum on Desura or Greenlight, the comments, or in the YouTube comments below, depending on where you're watching it from. I'll try and answer any questions and take any feedback. So one of the feedback we got recently was localize it to French, so we're going to try and do that, but I need to talk to the person who's developed our quest system about how to go about doing that, because we've got NGUI, we've got the localization, we can do it, but the problem is we have to try and work out how to do it for the quests and the items and stuff, which are inside a database rather than inside an actual, like, typed lettering. Alright, thanks for listening, and bye.